Hey everybody, welcome back. Make sure to like, sub, share, leave a comment. Check out the links below because they're there for you. Thank you for joining us at Repentant Hearts Ministry. I just wanted to go ahead and clarify because we made a short earlier about the Alex Pretti shooting. I do have combat experience in Iraq, 04-05. I was infantry. I've been in certain similar circumstances. Doesn't mean it was the same. I wasn't making that video to accuse the officer, but lately I had noticed a lot of the narrative had been pushed towards focusing on the gun or the magazines, and I noticed Republicans sounding a lot more like the Democrats on the gun rights issues. That's where we were going with that video. So in order to clarify, the judgment there on the officer, I will wholeheartedly accept that many people might consider that overstepping or misstating. That's fine. Each situation, someone's going to act differently. Different situations, different individuals, different level of training, different level of experience. I do believe that a lot of our officers are undertrained, and that's not their fault. I do believe that they need more developed training. You ask anyone who served in special operations, you'll find they do a lot of training to get to the level of experience that they have. And it's unfortunate, but a lot of law enforcement out there doesn't get that level of training. Whether or not this officer had that level of training, I don't know. Whether or not this officer did act rash, I don't know. I wasn't there, I wasn't in that situation. So again, I would like to go ahead and ask forgiveness on that and retract my statements against that officer. But again, the main focus of what we were trying to get across was the fact that President Trump, along with many others, both Democrat and Republican, were more than happy to come together and speak against having a firearm during a demonstration. Whether you're an agitator or protester, you have the right to carry. Another focus was the two magazines. Well, a proper loadout is to have your weapon locked and loaded, preferably on safe, put away in your holster, but also have extra ammunition. Again, preferable loadout would be 2 extra magazines. With that being said, I really just want people to take notice that these narratives can be built around weapons at these times, because once again we go back to the let no crisis go to waste. I want people to be able to take a step back and realize that there is a narrative being built around it, and that narrative is for you as the citizen of America, United States of America, that they expect you to give up more of your legal rights because something may or may not have occurred. Let's go ahead and understand that these rights should be non-negotiable. These 10 rights were set as a foundation by our founders for a reason. And whether or not you do dumb things and win dumb prizes shouldn't be the stipulation on whether or not having these rights is an acceptable issue. So again, if you go out as a protester or an agitator, yes, you still have the right to carry. Yes, if you're going to carry the proper loadout. My advice would be, don't do dumb things and you won't win dumb prizes. But at the same token, let's go ahead and also have the consideration and understanding of the weapon that he was carrying was not a preferred weapon of choice due to, well, it's been known that that particular weapon, that particular series, has discharged without it being appropriately fired. So, with that being discussed, that again, poor choices, right? Well, I had some poor choice of words the other day in our special update, and I wanted to go ahead and ask for forgiveness. And rather than retracting that video, I just felt it was appropriate to come forward and ask that that portion of it seek some forgiveness on it. But with the same token, we want to reassert in everyone's attention that it is very important to not let the legacy media and government officials redirect the narrative of what occurred. It was unfortunate that Alex Pretti is no longer with us. It's unfortunate for those officers that were involved to have been involved in such a situation. It's unfortunate all the way around. It occurred, and it's not for me to judge that officer. Lord knows their conscience is going to be enough for them to deal with that, and their superiors, who are going to articulate to them whether or not it was justified and good shooting due to assessing and analyzing all the evidence surrounding what occurred appropriately. But again, the whole thing for Repentant Hearts the other day was that we wanted to ensure nobody was being moved by that narrative. He had the right to carry. If you're going to carry proper loadout. Make sure you have the proper training, that you understand how to appropriately handle that weapon and effectively administer any kind of use of it in the proper manner. However, again, I don't align with Alex politically whatsoever, and I would highly advise my children, if they were going out there, to not be out there, one, but if you're going to be out there, don't be an agitator. And if you're going to be an agitator, it'd probably be real dumb to carry while being an agitator. Not illegal, just not intelligent. And again, as you've heard me say a few times, we said it a lot in the military, do dumb things, win dumb prizes. With all that said, I appreciate everyone for giving me the time to step in and apologize for overstepping. And I do hope that everyone out there is praying for Alex's family, for the officers involved and their families and their superiors. But anyone in the administration that is suggesting that they can utilize this to take our gun rights, shame on you. You need to go ahead and understand that this is not a moment for that redirection of narrative. Again, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you giving me this earnest moment here. And until next time, make sure to stay in the Word and in prayer. God bless.